क्या आपको भी अटैचमेंट इश्यूज है? अगर हाँ, तो आज का वीडियो आपके लिए परफेक्ट है। आज का वीडियो को हम कहेंगे हाउ टू मास्टर अटैचमेंट। सो व्हाट बेसिकली आर अटैचमेंट इश्यूज? अटैचमेंट इश्यूज आर व्हेन you see a person that you really admire and you start talking to them a lot, and they just become a daily life routine in your life, and eventually you cannot spend a day without them, and it just feels empty if you're without them, and that's called attachment. So what are attachment issues? Attachment issues are when you get attached to people very easily and you think that you cannot live without them, which is not the truth, because trust me, you can live without them. You were without them before you met them. So yeah, basically, how to master detachment. How did I master detachment? I mean, okay, I am not really attached to people easily. It's just like a very few people, like 4 or 5 people in my life that I'm really attached to, including my parents. But attachment issues are basically very normal in this era. I mean, it's just like, okay, for example, you broke up with someone, right? You just had a breakup, and the next person that you become close to, for example, even if it's just a friend, you will feel like you're attached to them and that you're attracted to them, which is not the truth. That is a part of the attachment theory. Now, what exactly is the attachment theory, you might ask? Attachment theory is nothing but, again, the same thing. When you break up with someone and the next person that you meet, you feel that you have feelings for them just because they're there for you. That is attachment theory, and you feel attached to them when you're really not. That is attachment theory. Okay, so how to master detachment? How did I master detachment, to be precise? I am a girl boss. I am not attached to people easily, and I gaslight myself into thinking that I am not attached to them. For example, I gaslight myself and my friends a lot. I mean, I am a very toxic person. I know for sure I am a very toxic person. I will gaslight my favorite person into thinking that they should hate me with valid reasons. I will get valid reasons even if there are none, and that's just something that's really toxic of me. And that's how detachment actually helps you as well. For example, you're talking to a certain person and you just want to distance yourself from them and you feel like you're getting too attached. The best answer to it is gaslight them into thinking that you're not the right person for them to talk to. That's one thing that I really do, and I think people have done that to me also, and I ended up blocking them, which I do not care, to be very honest, because who wants to be treated like shit when you can be treated like a queen by other people? I mean, princess treatment is what we're looking for here. If you are not getting princess treatment, you need to detach yourself from that person and just throw them out, because that's how it works. Okay, so I think I've spoken enough of bullshit right now, and let me get to the point. You cannot detach yourself from people in a minute. ऐसे करके detachment नहीं होती है, ऐसे करके feelings गायब नहीं होती हैं. It is not easy. I know it's not easy, and अब तक whatever I spoke was complete bullshit. Trust me here, because I myself have attachment issues. इतने level का. I mean, it's beyond. It's like that. So, see, what I do personally is, I think that I used to live without them before them, like before they entered my life. So I start living that way again. I mean, who are they to control your life and make you feel like you have, like, who are they to make you feel like your days are empty, right? If you have yourself, I think you pretty much have everything. And right now, in the past, I think 1.5 week, I've been very boring and I haven't gotten out of my house at all, like at all. I've been in my bed all day and I've been scrolling through Pinterest so much, or just recording videos or editing them. I've been very lazy, extremely lazy. And right now, also, my parents are out and I am here in my room recording videos, and then I'll eat some ramen or something. That's just how I cope with things, right? You need to understand your coping mechanism. For me, my coping mechanism is being lazy, one. Second is sleeping, right? And the third one is posting a lot on Instagram. I shit post my stories like anything. My followers, like my friends and any or everyone, whoever is there in on my Instagram account, they know I post like 130 stories per day, and that is one of my coping mechanisms, which is really bad, because my online carbon footprint is just like questionable at this point. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure if you call it that. Cyber footprint, I don't know, I'm very blank right now. Whatever. So one of my coping mechanisms is shit posting and then regretting it 2 to 3 hours later, and then deleting all of those stories and posts and then posting it again, because that's just how I am. I shit post like so much, and that's one coping mechanism. I mean, out of three that I have: sleeping, being lazy, and posting too much on Instagram. Either of three are not healthy, trust me here, but coping mechanisms can always be unhealthy as well. It's just how you treat yourself is, and at the end of the day, it's like you need not feel bad about your coping mechanism. And you ask why? Because it's just helping you get on from what you went through. And if you're getting on from what you went through, I think it's already helping you in an easy way, and I think it is supposed to do that, and that is what the entire concept of coping mechanism is, isn't it? I mean, that's what I think. And apart from that, I think one more thing is that one coping mechanism can be just taking your own space, not getting involved with so many people, and taking your own space. This helps a lot, because you have time to think, you have time to be with yourself and realize your actual potential and what you actually need. Like right now, I have nothing to do in my life, and I have been painting so much. I think I made like 4 to 5 paintings in the past 10 days, and I have one more going on right now. It's here, it's a big canvas, it's not done yet. I mean, it's still in process. I am doing it, and I will show it in one of my videos when it's done. It's gonna take like a week more, I guess. I've been very lazy, and I think I've made others as well. Like one of it is the weekend that I have put here, and this is one more that I just made. This I made yesterday, and I made the weekend like 2 days ago, or 7 days ago, I guess. Yeah, it's just how I cope. Some things. It's like I distance myself from people. I do things that I love, and things that make me feel better about myself. And it's just a part of the healing process that everyone has, and it's just different for everyone. Like this, and then I mean, I am good at art. I like to brag sometimes. It is like that. I am good at art. And your coping mechanism need not be like someone else's. It could be, but then it's something that you need to find out what it really is. Because until you do that, I don't think it's a coping mechanism. But who am I to say? I myself am in my healing era, and I need to stop calling everything an era right now, because not everything is an era again. Okay, so I mean, coming to the conclusion of today's thing is, detachment is not easy, and even I haven't mastered it yet. So all the things concluded here makes it: number 1, take your time; number 2, find a coping mechanism and make it your coping mechanism that you cannot live without, because it's really important, trust me here. Third one, we can say, I think spend time with yourself and do things that you love and that make you feel like you're the best at. For me, it's my art, or doing makeup, or dressing up. I am very creative and innovative, that's what I think. And the fourth thing is, it's okay to not be okay. That's it. These are the 4 things. And the biggest mantra is, if something is meant to be, like the one thing that I believe, if something is actually meant to be, it will actually find its way. You need not run after it, you need not chase after it. You have to put in some efforts, obviously. Like, you cannot just get things hawa mein se and they'll just fall down upon you. Some things are like, if it's actually meant to be, it will happen by itself. It will find its way. Trust me on this. I don't really say things that make sense, but right now I think I make sense. And just give things time. Time helps. And all of you, I think if you're not in your healing era, you need to get in your healing era, because eras are always nice. I think that's it for today. I'll see you all in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.